Greetings, Fright fans, and welcome into our 13 Days of Halloween Ratober countdown, where we're looking at different rat movies for 13 days leading up to Halloween. Yesterday, we looked at the movie Food of the Gods, a real classic. Unfortunately, I'm dealing with a bit of a rat problem here in the lab as well. Turns out that my assistant must have left some food out or something. Little critters have invaded. I didn't get any sleep at all last night. All night long, I could hear the scratching of rat claws in the stone walls, keeping me up all night. It was terrible. But I'm going to push through, and we're going to do this countdown anyway. So let's pick a movie at random here to see what we're going to look at tonight. Tonight's movie is... This is an interesting one, and one that most of you out there have probably never heard of. Tonight's movie is Hood Rat. Think Willard in the Hood, and you pretty much have the story for this one. Max, played by Isaiah Washington, is a homeless man who lives with his brother in the basement of a building in the slums of Atlanta. One day he frees a rat from a trap and befriends it, naming it Tara, a rat spelled backwards. The rat becomes his pal, and soon all his rat buddies are living in the building with Max. The landlord of the building, a man named Bernard Soule, played by Torin Block, is sentenced to live for a month in the worst of his slum buildings, which happens to be the one Max lives in. He locks down the building, and one night Max's brother is trapped outside in the freezing weather, and Soule intentionally lets him die. This sets off the already unstable Max, who begins getting revenge with the help of his rat buddies on everyone who has wronged him in the neighborhood, including Soule and his right-hand man Grady, played by Ice-T. Hood Rat was made in 2001 and definitely drawing inspiration from Willard. In fact, at one point Max, when thinking up names for the rat, jokes that maybe he should name it Ben, the lead rat in both Willard and its sequel, Ben, so the producers of this one were very much aware of what came before them in the horror genre. Speaking of which, this one was directed by Leslie Small in 2001 and is a pretty effective movie overall, except for one bone I have to pick: the editing. For whatever reason, the editor of this film felt the need to use amateurish wipes, zooms, and dissolves to punctuate the action, rather than just letting the action speak for itself, which is a real shame. The stretchy zoom effects really take away from what was otherwise a pretty decent picture. Well acted across the board. This story translated really well from the suburbs of Ben and Willard to the inner city. Worth tracking down. Now, I liked Hood Rat quite a bit. It was like an urban Willard, really, and definitely inspired by the movie Willard, all the way down to the pet white rat. It's a fun movie. It's pretty well made. Those effects, though, that they used for the action scenes and the attack scenes and things, man, if they had just left that off, this movie would have gotten a lot higher marks from me. But as is, definitely worth tracking down. It's better than you might think. Hood Rat. Shoot, these stupid rats. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and see if I can't do something about these rats. So until next time, Dr. Gangrene saying stay mad.
So be it.